Live from the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, it's the Miss USA 2017 pre-show. Tonight, the stars, celebrities, and the Miss USA contestants are joining us while they prepare for their chance to represent the USA. Now, please welcome our host of the Miss USA 2017 pre-show, TV host and founder of Empowerista, Alex Worley.
Welcome to the Miss USA 2017 pre-show. I'm your host this evening, Alex Worley, and I am so excited to be back to get to know these incredibly dynamic contestants. They are so beautiful on the inside and out, and they're letting nothing stand in the way between them and their dreams and their truest selves. They are major empoweristas. To get to see what one girl has in store for her this year, let's take a look back at Deshauna Barber's year as Miss USA 2016.
Even looking back at where this all began is just crazy. A year ago, I was still an IT analyst for Department of Commerce, and a year later, here I am, Miss USA. District. Oh, the things I've been through with this uniform. I've been a pageant girl, and I've been a soldier for so long that I didn't realize how different and unique it was. The reality is that every woman that walks the Miss USA stage is different, comes from a different background, is breaking her own stereotypes in her own way. I had a chance to work on a lot of things throughout my time as Miss USA. The biggest thing was breaking the stigma that comes with mental illness in the military. So I'm glad that I was able to push people to understand that we have to take care of the people that's taking care of us, and that's our military force. The advice that I have for Miss USA 2017 is be yourself. Know that there are young women looking up to you. And if they're seeing that, you know what, she appreciates who she is, she understands who she is, and she's not afraid of showing it, that inspires them to do the same. So that's my advice to Miss USA 2017. Be yourself. Love it. Love who you are.
Now it's time to find out what it's really like to be Miss USA from Miss USA herself for at least a couple more hours.
Yes.
Deshauna Barber, can you believe the year is up? What has it been like to be Miss USA?
It's been wonderful. It's been a serious, life-changing year, and I am just so incredibly thankful that I was given the platform, given the opportunity to be able to spread a specific message and just dedicate my time to inspiring women around the world to be themselves, embrace themselves, and love themselves.
And that's the part that we see, that you do incredible work. Mm-hmm. We see the glamorous side, which I'm sure is fun. But what we don't see is all the really hard work that goes into being Miss USA. So can you give us some insight into that?
Well, I definitely think that when the judges go to choose someone, that they make sure they pick someone that's very hardworking, because it definitely looks very glamorous and all these things, but when you're Miss USA, you're on the move all the time. You're always traveling, you're always speaking, you're always at galas, you're always doing community service. You need someone that is not only patient, but they understand their purpose as Miss USA. If you're walking into it just for the glam, you're not going to have a good time. You're not going to be able to embrace the experience, because it's so much bigger than the glamorous side of it. It's so much bigger than the sash and crown. It is about serving your country in a way as the reigning American beauty, Miss USA. So I definitely think that there is a side of it that I hope I was able to shed and show that not only being Miss USA and still serving in the military at the same time, being able to show the two sides of that was really important.
You guys, I am having such a fangirl moment here right now because look who's sitting next to me, Ashley Graham, supermodel, body activist, and we are so lucky to have her as the backstage host for Miss USA for the second year. Thanks for coming back.
Of course, how could I not?
Liked us.
I did. I had so much fun.
So what do you love the most about the Miss Universe organization?
You know what? I love that now they're really getting into the diversity factor. It's not just about having the blondes and the brunettes and the black girls and just sprinkling in a couple. Now it's about its size diversity. Now we even are going to talk background and religion diversity, which is really important as well. And the other thing that's so fantastic is that these women are not just coming in as beauty queens, right? We've got lawyers, doctors. Deshauna is actually an active military, the first one ever to be crowned, which was fantastic. So I like that it's inspirational and aspirational for young girls, and that's totally right down my line.
These women are so well-rounded, right? Mm-hmm. What do you think makes a confidently beautiful woman?
Wow. Well, it's definitely not just from the outside. You know, confidence comes from within, and you can be from anywhere, look any kind of way, and as long as you're looking in the mirror and saying, I'm good enough for me, I'm worthy enough to, you know, hold my own crown, whatever industry I'm in, that's all that matters.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. What do you want the judges and the viewers to keep in mind about body positivity when that swimsuit competition comes on?
I don't want them to judge them on their body. I want them to judge them on their confidence, because, you know, there is a reason that that Miss USA is putting the girls in a bikini. I'm still trying to figure out exactly why, but I think what they're really trying to portray is that this is where they can show their confidence, because getting into a bikini is really difficult for a lot of women. So it's going to be the time where they're saying, you know what, look at me. Not look at my body in a way that you're going to dissect it. Look at me in a way where you see my confidence radiating through my skin.
There's something about owning, this is who I am, yep. This is my healthiest body.
Exactly, and I think it's really important that we also talk about health, because women of all shapes and sizes can be healthy. Just get off the couch. Put some good food in your body, and that's it. But I've been every size from a size 12 to a size 18, and I've realized that working out, not every day, because I definitely don't work out every day, people. I haven't worked out in 2 weeks.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to put it out there. But, you know, working out and eating well is good for you. It's good for your brain, and it doesn't mean that you have to lose weight.
How amazing does that make you feel, that you're making such a big positive impact?
I mean, I feel like all of my fans are my sisters, because I'm the oldest of 3 girls, and it just makes me feel like a proud sister. You know what I'm saying? I feel that I'm doing well in my community and in my life, and it's just kind of overpouring into the women around me. And I really think that women aren't even saying, oh, I want to look like her. They're saying, I want to look like the best me.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
We are so lucky to have you here.
Oh,
thank you for coming back. Thank you for chatting.
Yes.
And good luck, even though I know you don't need it.
Oh,
so
no.
Have fun.
I'll take as much as I can get. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
I'm a scientist at the United States Nuclear Regulatory Commission.
I work for a show on New England Sports Network.
My mother and I co-founded a 501c3 nonprofit organization.
I work as an interior architect at a commercial interior design firm.
I am the assistant director of recruiting for the University of Kansas football team. I work in a male-dominated field. I do all of our on-campus visits as far as our official visits, our unofficial visits, all of our game day recruiting events, and then also forward ops.
I wanted to graduate from a university and work in oil and gas. It's a male-dominant industry, so I saw a really good challenge and I went ahead and took it.
I am on the cusp of completing law school, and I hope to practice entertainment law and use that education and that experience to help regulate pay between men and women in the entertainment industry.
As a woman in science, I can see firsthand how women are able to change so many aspects of STEM and engineering and mathematics, whether we're in the laboratory or working for a governmental field. We have leadership abilities.
I really have a passion for gender equality and ensuring that women, no matter what industry they're in, are receiving equal pay based off of skill, experience, and education. I wanted to get directly to the source and propose legislation that could implement change for women.
I'm sitting here with two of the prelim and telecast judges. Let me introduce them to you. Brooke Lee, former Miss Hawaii USA, Miss USA, and check this out, Miss Universe. Amazing. Won your first try at Miss Hawaii USA.
Yes.
So very cool.
Thank you.
And then we've got Halima Aiden, who was the first contestant in her state pageant to compete in the hijab and burkini. And since then, you have had a whirlwind of a year. You're now an IMG model. And I am so honored to say that I was one of the judges that voted you into that top 15. So to see how far you've come and all of the amazing things that have happened is so cool. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
What are you looking for?
Well, I guess Miss USA has to sort of embody a certain sort of spirit about her that's got a confidence and that she knows who she is. And so we're kind of looking for that special sort of spark, I think.
Yeah, what
right?
would you say?
I would say, because I know a lot of girls will be tuning into the telecast, so I'm looking for someone who personifies the modern woman of 2017, and I want every little girl in America to like look at her and be like, Miss USA, we have this in common, or she has the same personality as me, or she likes this volunteering thing, or so something that everyone can kind of relate to.
So cool. Now I wish that the viewers could sit in on the interview that you two did, because you guys know better than anyone else how amazing and dynamic these women are. It's 51 of them, all of them, so deserving of the Miss
and
USA
some of the
crown.
stories, I mean, you just, as a person, you just feel so lazy.
Oh yeah, you're so lazy, former Miss Universe.
I mean, because you read like what they do, and like they're graduating from law school, and nuclear scientists, and you just feel like so inadequate as a human. You're just like,
oh my
I gotta
God,
get to
you're
work.
So funny. You do realize that they're competing to be
I
you.
know, but you forget. Like you hear all of it, you're just like, I gotta get busy. Like, what am I doing with my life?
Last words of wisdom for the contestants competing tonight for that crown.
I would just say to have fun. If you're having fun, we as judges feel comfortable about judging you. It's a highly uncomfortable situation in general. It's very unnatural. Who walks across a stage in front of millions of people in a bikini and it's like, I do this every day. So as judges, we have that feeling as well. But if they make us feel comfortable about judging you, then it helps. And just to have fun, enjoy the moment, be there. Your parents are there, your boyfriends are there, people at home that were mean to you in the cafeteria or watching it on TV. Hit all the buttons, I just have a good time.
Love it. How about you?
I think exactly what Brooke said. Like, you couldn't have said any better. Just enjoy the time here, make friends, and really don't stress out about little details. As long as you go out there, do your thing, you can't go wrong, and also keep in mind that one girl will win the crown, but you will go home if you didn't win. You're going to go home with that experience. The times that you shared with the other girls, you're going to go home with knowledge, and it's going to empower you in so many different ways. So don't think about it as losing. Think about it as, okay, I didn't get the crown, but I came home with this, and that.
So well said. Well, I'm going to let you ladies get to it. And hey, good luck. You're going to need it.
I know.
And have so much fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We are just moments away from the big show, but I stole Florida, Minnesota, and New Hampshire to talk with me for a few minutes. Ladies, the hard part's over. You did all the preparation. What was the most challenging part about being prepared for the role of Miss USA?
For me, it was balancing law school and preparing for Miss USA at the same time. So I had to take finals before getting here. That's why I was a day late to registration. So I think the hardest part for me was balancing both.
Yeah, that's a lot to balance. How about you?
For me, it's kind of similar. It was time management. I'm a full-time student with 18 credits and then 3 jobs on top of that, working 35 hours a week. So incorporating the duties of Miss Minnesota USA in preparation for Miss USA, for me it was that time management.
And how about you?
I would have to agree. I work full-time as a speech pathologist for a private practice, and it was really challenging kind of trying to balance that schedule, but I think it's great prep to be Miss USA because a lot of what you do is staying really busy and balancing your schedule.
Awesome. Okay, and lastly, if you guys win Miss USA, what do you hope to bring to this title?
Well, as I mentioned before, I want to become an immigration attorney, so what I want to do as Miss USA is advocate for the immigrants of this country and be that voice and that inspiration to them so that they can know that if you fight for your dreams and you work hard and you're persistent, then you can achieve your American dream, because there's a lot of immigrants in this country who think that they can't achieve that American dream, and I want to be that inspiration to them.
Beautiful.
I'm an advocate for financial literacy, and it's not an educational focus in this country, and I think it's something that really needs to be. So if I'm crowned Miss USA, I would love to be that advocate on a national platform for that education.
In New Hampshire?
For me, my voice is something that is really important. I grew up singing and I'm a speech pathologist, and giving other people a voice is something that's really important to me. And I think showing young women and every generation that your voice can really be used as a catalyst for change is so important. So really showing everyone the importance of using your voice to create goodness in the world.
Oh my goodness, all three of you ladies are so deserving. I do not envy these judges. I'm so glad that I am a host in this competition. Ladies, good luck. You guys are going to be amazing. Group hug! Group hug!
I was born in Kiev, Ukraine, and when I was 3 years old, my family immigrated, my brothers and me, to the United States.
As an Indian American, I came to America when I was 4 years old, and my family at the time had very limited means. We actually only came here with $500.
I'm African American and Native American, and I represent a diverse America.
I'm so excited to be competing at Miss USA, and I'm going to say that in Russian. Я очень в восторге, чтобы участвовать в Miss USA.
Being multicultural and having diversity is something that's been a huge part of my life. I hope to bring that diversity aspect to a nationwide level.
Through all the struggles and trials, we managed to make it to where we are, and I think it just shows that the American dream isn't just a dream, it's a reality.
What absolutely inspiring stories. I think I speak for all of us when I say I am so glad they are here, because it is our diversity that makes us beautiful. I'm here with 4 of the judges who have the very difficult task of choosing Miss USA 2017. Now, Nancy, you're the only one who has met them, but you three, you have no idea how tricky this is going to be for you this year. Nancy, am I right or what?
There are some clear standouts.
For sure. That's all we can say. That's all we can say. Okay, you guys are familiar with the infamous final question, right? The Skim is going to be choosing the question.
I'm excited about it.
Yes. And the Skim is a media company changing the way that the millennials are consuming news.
Obsessed, been subscribing since 2 years ago. I'm in.
Free little plug there. Yes.
No, really.
We got a Skim ambassador over here. Yeah. So our Skim ambassadors have prepared some questions for you guys today, because we just want to make sure that, you know, you're going in with a little compassion when these girls answer the final question, so you know just how difficult they are. Don't worry, these are different questions than will be in the actual telecast. Here we go. Jeannie, we're going to start with you.
Okay, of course you are.
Should learning a second language be a high school requirement? Why or why not?
Absolutely. As a woman who grew up speaking Vietnamese first, as I'm Vietnamese, and then learning English later on, it taught me to relate to community in such a different way. As you know, we're a multi-ethnic world. I love being able to go into businesses and hearing all the different languages to remind me that America is the threat of America really are foreigners. And so when I went to high school, I learned Spanish, and I'm not kidding you. Everywhere I go where I can, you've got this chinita, which is Asian girl in Spanish, that's speaking Spanish. It just all of a sudden, it almost like connects you immediately as if you're family. So I think right now, America needs to unite more. We need to actually feel united, and we need to feel cohesive. And speaking one another's languages, or at least trying to, is going to be the first way to do so.
Give her the crown. Who's got the crown? Seriously. I was trying to stump you guys. What the heck? Wow. Okay. Janet, you are next. You're in the hot seat.
Janet's going to kill it.
Okay. How can we encourage more young people to be further engaged in politics and current events?
I think that question, it's a powerful question, but I think on the sense of also not really realizing that young people have been in front of movements since the beginning of time, thinking about, protesting Vietnam happened on college campuses. Yeah. Black Lives Matter happened through, young folk who were upset and angry at systems of oppression. And so for me, I think that what I would want to hear is how can we get older folk to realize that they need to wake up, that they need to be woke, and that they need to raise their consciousness in a way that enables them to realize that this millennial generation is actually the most diverse generation, the most open generation, and they're the ones who often embrace these random pieces of our identities that are all over the place, from trans and queer folk to, you know, all kinds of different multiracial types of folks, from folk who are, you know, Muslims and who don't look at them as scary kind of people. And so, yeah, so I think that young people, we can learn a lot from them, actually.
Dang, can we get a second crown, please? I have a feeling you guys are going to be tough during this judging of the final question.
Well, tough, but in a way for everybody out there, we're meant to be here to ask the questions that you guys are asking back home.
Well, I am genuinely impressed with all of your answers to these final questions. Thank you so much and good luck. You guys truly are going to need it.
Thank you.
I'm sure these ladies will impress because as you'll see, when they had this discussion on immigration, they had many bright and opinionated things to say.
What do you guys think about the, I won't say ban, but with the immigration executive order that was put in place?
I immigrated to Hawaii when I was 10 years old because my parents are like, you know, in the United States, you can be whatever you want.
And you know, people come here because of that American dream of being free to do what you want to do. But how do you really make that fine line between someone who is a criminal, who has committed these crimes, to those that have great intentions? And that's hard because we really need to put the security of us first.
I think first and foremost, Americans should be safe and we should put America first. But I think to stay the country we are, we have to have some kind of empathy. We were built on immigrants.
Exactly.
There's women all across the world, women and children, that are in extreme danger because of belonging to societies that are implementing insane measures against women, violence, rape, things that are unspeakable. And as the leader of the free world, we do have a responsibility to allow those people to come here and seek refuge.
Yeah, exactly. Joining me now, Miss Texas USA 2017 and another Texas native, Dancing with the Stars fans. I know you recognize this guy, Bonner Bolton, championship bull rider and IMG model. I'm so excited to talk about Texas with you two because, believe it or not, I actually lived in Texas for a brief time in Dallas. Love your state. What's your favorite part about your state?
My favorite part has to be the food. I'm a huge foodie, and luckily I live in Houston, Texas. We have a bunch of food trucks. Austin also has food trucks. You can find any food from any culture, and that's just my favorite part of it.
She nailed it right there. The Austin food trucks are where it's at. That's my favorite spot in Texas. The music, the culture. It's awesome.
So tell me a little bit about being on Dancing with the Stars.
Well, it's first of all, it was an honor to get to go do the show, and I'm super thankful that they had me come on, and they wanted to tell my story from PBR and breaking my neck to my recovery, now to dancing on their dance floor, and it was an incredible experience. I learned a lot about myself and just how far I can push and what I can take and what I can do.
So before we started chatting on camera, we were talking about your hat and how it's so Texas. So with that theme, tell me what else is so Texas.
I love cowboy boots. That is my thing. If a guy wears cowboy boots and a hat, hey,
this might
we might have to talk after this.
Are you both single? What about you? What is so Texas?
I would have to say the Mexican food that we have there, like, is unlike any other you'll find anywhere else. And going back to the food, I'm a foodie too, so I mean.
On a side note, I do cook Mexican foods.
Oh my gosh.
And you just got done competing in a contest, and she's competing tonight. So what advice do you have for her?
Just keep your head in the game, stay focused, and do what you know how to do best. I can't tell you how to look as beautiful as you are, that's for
that
sure.
Comes easy, right?
Yeah, I think she probably wakes up with it, but...
Oh, I hope I do.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by, and hey, good luck.
Thank you so much.
Make Texas proud.
I will.
A little bit of a daredevil.
The Utah mountains are so beautiful. The first time that I rappelled, I actually jumped off Corona Arch, which is in southern Utah. You're up so high, so you have such a beautiful view. I mean, it's just kind of an adrenaline rush.
I am an avid
avid water skier. I slalom ski, so that is skiing on one ski.
I have been riding dirt bikes for about 13 years. As a model, a lot of my time is spent in a lot of hair and makeup. It's an opportunity for me to really let my hair down and take all my makeup off.
One day I hope to go helicopter bungee jumping.
Flying in my dad's helicopter is my favorite thing to do on the planet. I have been his co-pilot for as long as I can remember. I'm going to get my pilot's license someday just like my dad.
And joining me now, Farouk, founder of Farouk Systems, makers of Chi and BioSilk. Thanks so much for chatting with me.
So happy, so grateful, so lucky to be with you, Beauty, and at Miss USA.
What first attracted you to the Miss Universe organization?
People like you, your looks, the intelligence, a beauty inside, outside. A good example for the future. The future is always run, the generation, by women, not by men. And forgive me to say, but it's the truth. Women are smarter than men, okay? Let's all know that. It is.
I'm not going to
argue with you. And more beautiful, so these are facts of life.
So tell me how hair and styling can really enhance a woman's confidence, how you've seen that firsthand.
First of all, to look at, is pleasant to look at. The other thing is really feeling good. Feeling good makes you look good, and feeling good makes you healthier. Even, okay? So I think it affects our mood, it's our confidence, it's our psychology, and, really the confidence, it lightens up, and when you have the confidence, really you are healthier and you're happier. So all of it comes from inner and outer beauty altogether.
And I can attest to that because I've been getting my hair done by your stylist the past 3 days and I feel amazing and that confidence just comes through. So
you look
thank
amazing.
You
look amazing.
And it's a testament to you as a leader because you really bring together your stylists and very much so value a sense of community so that when they're working with these girls, they feel their best. Is that something that you're very mindful of?
Absolutely. We have the best hairdressers all over the world, not just United States of America. So when we are with Miss USA, we bring the top hairdressers from USA and some, from outside. For Miss Universe, we bring from all over the world. For 2-3 weeks, we always bring in our best stylists. They love it. They look forward to it. It's a reward to be with Miss USA and Miss Universe, the beauty, the intelligence, the future of America, and the future of the world are the beautiful women and smart women that will lead the world. Forget about men, huh? For now, at least.
Well, on behalf of all of the contestants, both in 2017 and prior years, thank you so much for helping us feel so beautiful and confident.
Well, you are beautiful, and all the beautiful people. I'm thankful for the audience and everybody who supports the Miss USA and who supports women. Let us support women. Let us support women.
Girl power.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got the power.
So this is my old glam look. I like the ringlets and the high puff. The puff was in style back then. I don't know why.
My freshman year of high school, I had decided that it would be a good idea to get a perm.
At such a young age, you're still really figuring out what works for you and what you like.
I started to embrace my hair when I was around 18, 19 years old. I love my red hair and I try to give it some shine.
Today, I'm somebody who takes a lot of pride in who I am, working towards my career and my goals.
I look back at myself and say, be confident in who you are because that's what really radiates and that's what really shines.
Sponsored by Chi. Confidently beautiful with Chi.
Check out these Glamazon ladies. We've got DC and Utah making me feel very short right now. You ladies are so amazing and gorgeous, and we are just moments away before you take the Miss USA 2017 stage. How are you feeling right now?
I'm so excited. We've had a lot of rehearsals and we feel so prepared, and we have some great numbers that we're going to be out there and some good performers. So I'm just excited to get out there.
Any nerves going on?
Of course. Anything that you're nervous about means that you actually care. So I'm so anxious, the anxiety is rolling, but I know it's all for good intentions.
It's the good kind of jitters that are going to motivate you and really help you bring it on stage, right?
Yes.
And let's talk about your gorgeous hair, because I know that there's a very specific reason why you wanted to wear it in this style. Tell me about that.
Okay, no.
You're like, well.
Right, so I wanted to be myself. I'm all about authenticity. I realized I have to come into this competition being the most comfortable person that I am, and luckily people were able to jump on the bandwagon and agree with me. And I feel so empowered right now. So hopefully as Miss USA, I can also spread the word to so many other young women out there. Be yourself, have fun on stage, and best believe that when you are so content with yourself, all the allure and happiness is going to like truly exude to the audience.
Oh, you are such an amazing role model. I love it. And your mom is a former Miss USA.
Yes.
Does that come with some pressure or good motivation?
You know, I think both. She doesn't pressure me. I don't feel pressure from her, but the pageant community does for sure. But you know, you just have to push aside those rude comments if they're comparing us, because we're not the same person. So all I can do is be the best me and go out there and do my very best.
How do you ladies do that? How do you keep a level head and really maintain your confidence when there's a lot of outside noise?
You know, I think we've all faced it this week. There's a lot on social media that we've all kind of dealt with, and you just have to push aside those haters, because it's really easy to say an opinion when you're not out there in heels and a bikini. Because it's frightening, and we have to face our fears. So we're proud of ourselves for what we've done and the hard work that we've put into this, and we're just going to go show everybody what we have to offer.
Drop the mic. Love it. How about you? How do you maintain your confidence?
Right, I couldn't agree with everything, I actually couldn't agree with everything that she says. And just to piggyback and add some things to that, I listen to like a lot of music. So one of my favorite song lyrics I kind of put like in layman's terms, and I say, enjoy the process, extract yourself from the outcome. So whether we go out there tonight, I just know, tonight I'm just going to have so much fun and enjoy every moment that I can, and just hopefully, the outcome is just going to be that much greater.
Awesome. Have a blast, ladies, and good luck.
Thank you.
So one of the most entertaining things for me personally that's happened while I've been here is talking to Deshauna, doing a Q&A with her. And I think it was Miss Oregon that asked her about her dating life and how difficult it can be to maintain a relationship as a title holder. What kind of experiences do you guys have with that?
My boyfriend, he's been so supportive. He's enjoying the spotlight, and as Mr. Hawaii USA, he loves the attention, so, he's like handling it very well.
I'm living the single life. I'm enjoying it. I'm doing me. Just being that independent woman right now.
You don't always have to have the empowerment of a man. You can have strong women like we have here. And amazing friends
that lift you up
and encourage you.
Because we have so little time on our hands that if we have someone at home, that's who we're focused on. We don't have time to focus on anything.
Kind of grab life, especially by the horns.
Yeah.
Grab the bull by the horns.
Joining me now, the beautiful reigning Miss Universe, Iris Mituna, and of course the reigning Miss Teen USA, Carly Hay. Thanks for sitting down and chatting with me, ladies.
Of course.
Now, something I want to chat about is the sisterhood that there is in the Miss Universe organization, and I'm sure it's very strong between you two and Miss USA. Tell me what it's like.
Yeah, it's a very like love story.
Yes.
And this is very strong, and this is a sisterhood, so it's for the life. So we will love Deshauna for the life, and she's our sister.
Pageant girls are like instantly bonded by this passion to like do something big in your community and be a role model. So we all have that dream and that goal, and it just brings us all together. And I don't know, it's a great sisterhood. It's so much fun.
I bet you guys are gonna miss Deshauna, aren't you?
Oh my gosh, I already miss her, and she's not even gone yet.
Yeah, and like it's almost 3 months I live with her, so yeah, I'm gonna miss her.
Yeah. What are some of the characteristics that you hope the new Miss USA has?
Oh, for me, like a good roommate. So I hope she will be very friendly.
Eats a lot of good food with us.
Yeah.
And isn't afraid to just be themselves and hang out and have girl time with us.
Yeah. What's been your favorite part about living in New York?
The hot dog. No. The hot dogs, the yellow cabs, like all the very New York thing. I
Hustle
love,
and bustle.
Yeah, really like
Like in all the thing I don't have in France. So that's why I love New York.
Yeah. Well, I can see why you two won. You are amazing ladies. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alex.
Michigan, Wisconsin, and Hawaii. Ladies, there is so much hard work that goes into preparing to compete for Miss USA. The hardest part is already over. Getting in shape, preparing for an interview, all that. Let's give them some insight into what goes into it. So tell me about what your preparation process was like.
Oh, definitely the dieting was very hard. I love to eat, so having to give up carbs was probably... I went on a very emotional roller coaster ride, and I felt really bad for my boyfriend.
Give us some insight into your preparation process.
Same sort of thing, you know, the diet and exercise, you want to be feeling your very best when you get out there in a swimsuit, but it's about finding your team. I know my dad and I work together, and we're texting each other through the whole process. He decided to do it along with me and lost 50 pounds. He had me beat, but it was nice to have that motivation alongside of you, someone working together, texting you saying, how long did you walk on the treadmill today?
That's amazing. You really do need that support. How about you?
You know, for me it was relaxation. I did a lot of yoga and just meditating and really getting in tune with myself, and also just keeping up on current events, you know what's going on in the world and having an opinion on it. And I'm a type 1 diabetic, so for me, you know, healthy lifestyle and choices and exercise is so important for me, so keeping my sugar level while I was training was a little bit difficult, but I did it and I conquered it.
Amazing. You ladies are so confidently beautiful. Have the time of your life, and good luck. As you can see, these ladies are amazing, in large part to the incredible role models in their lives, role models who believed in them and showed them the way. So in light of today being Mother's Day, I want to honor one of those role models in my life, my mom, a strong businesswoman who's here this weekend. When I found out that I could get a +1, of course I had to bring my mom, Susan K. Worley. She has been so supportive of me from the time I was born to the time that I was doing mock interviews as a kid on my couch to when I was Miss Wisconsin USA in 2009, and now an actual real TV host. So let's go say hi to her and wish her a happy Mother's Day. Hey, Mom. Hey. I have a surprise for you.
Oh, my God.
I just wanted to say happy Mother's Day. I love you, and I wanted to say it in front of everyone because I just appreciate you so very much.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much. I love you, and it's a joy being the mother to you. And Lisa. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Mama.
I promised I wasn't going to cry.
I have the world's greatest mom.
She always goes above and beyond.
Her and I do everything together.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times a day I call my mom. My mom is not very technologically advanced.
Mom, do you know what Snapchat is? I have no idea.
But I am the way I am because of her.
I don't know what I would do without all of your unconditional love.
I wouldn't be where I am without you. Everything that I've ever wanted to do in life, she made sure that I was able to do it.
Mom, thank you for letting us follow our dreams, no matter how far away they take us from you.
I love you so much.
Can't wait to get home and see you.
I love you, Mom.
I love you, Mom. I love you, Mom.
Mommy, you're my hero.
I'm with Tennessee and New Jersey, and we are going to debunk a couple stereotypes here about pageant girls. The first one is a lot of people think that pageant girls don't get along, but you have an incredible group of ladies. Tell me about some of the friends that you've made throughout this process.
Well, like you said, we have an absolutely incredible group. You know, we don't have one bad egg in the bunch, and throughout the process, we've been able to meet all the other delegates, and it's been a wonderful experience and an incredible bonding experience. There's girls all over the country that would like to be in our shoes, and we get to come out here here and spend a substantial amount of time out here exploring the city and living out this dream together. And I think that's something really special, and we've developed a really great sense of camaraderie.
Have you had a positive experience as well?
Oh, absolutely. I've made so many friends here. I was actually just telling one of the girls, you're not going to get rid of me that easily. We, after these 10 days are over, we're going to be in touch. We live right next to each other state-wise. We're going to be meeting all the time. They're just so sweet, and I'm glad to have met them. We're all very like-minded too. We're in this for a reason, so we do have that force behind us of why we decided to compete in pageants, and it's just such an amazing experience overall.
You definitely will keep in touch, because it's been 8 years since I competed, and my roommate, Miss Iowa, she was at my wedding. We're still great friends, so you really will continue the sisterhood. So that is a very special. What do you think is that unique thing that you're going to bring to the stage?
Well, I think all my life experiences, there's what make me unique. I think that my education and my experience in the entertainment industry and my family and coming from Tennessee has shaped who I am, and there's no other girl like that here. We're all unique, and only one girl will win tonight, but we're all going to bring something to our communities and to our country through the work that we're doing and the way that the organization's highlighting us.
Absolutely.
What I like to bring? At the end of the day, regardless of the results, I just want everyone, not just girls, to look at me and say, you know what, that's someone who knows that she's not a perfect person, and she is okay with it. Because that's what this pageant has helped me do. It has made me realize that I don't need to be the most, beautiful contestant. I don't need to have flawless skin. I've gotten so comfortable in my skin with my scars, with everything that's a part of me. I want people to be able to see that and be like, wow, that girl, she is proud of who she is. I want to be proud of who I am.
Imperfectly perfect, as I like to say. That's what you two ladies are, and you're amazing. Best of luck. Rock it tonight.
Thank you.
To vote, download the Vote Miss You app for iOS or Android and click on the Vote button. For each round of the competition, you will have 15 votes to distribute amongst the contestants. Use your votes wisely, and don't forget to lock in your votes. This is real-time scoring, and the voting windows are short, so make sure you are ready. Alternatively, you can cast votes via vote.missusa.com and via Twitter using hashtag MissUSA and a contestant-specific hashtag. Take advantage by retweeting.
Well, I have had so much fun during this Miss USA 2017 pre-show, but as you can see behind me, the dancers are getting ready. The show is about to start, so get ready to cheer on your favorite contestants and join hosts Julianne Hough and Terrence J. There will be performances by Pitbull, Brett Eldridge, and Michael Jackson, won by Cirque du Soleil. It all leads up to the crowning of Miss USA 2017, and it all starts right now on Fox.